Hey guys, happy Friday again. We are kind of cranking out the videos today. As I mentioned earlier in the week, I want to go through and show you guys how easy it is to create this really fun holiday gifty packet again. So this is something that is a little bit different than, goodness, oh goodness, pardon me. But this is a little bit different than what we recreated earlier in the week for the gift card, where this one is dimensional. This is scored, so it is 1/4 of an inch thick, so it can actually hold something of more dimension. So think of, rather than, thank you, Nikki, thank you so much. Rather than a gift card, which can just slide into something that's flat, this is something that I can hold a gift of dimension. And so something I thought would be really fun to peek in here is one of the little mini stamp sets that we carry in our product line. It fits really quite perfectly, and it really just, this shape of gift holder accommodates it very well. But you guys could also think about, a treat of some kind. If you wanted to toss in, some gourmet chocolates or something like that, would be really fun to give for this season as well. But I want to show you guys how easy it is to create these. And like most things that we have been working with, especially for the holiday treat gifties, is that really the main portion of these types of things is, what is that stamp called? This one? Oh, Nikki, it's the brand new, it's not in the catalog. You're going to find it if you go to the website, susanwilliams.ctmh.com, click the promotions tab and go to the Christmas Blessings workshop. That is one of the specials for this month. It has a full cutting guide if you choose to buy the bundle of the products, but it has a full cutting guide to create the Christmas cards, or you can buy the stamp set by itself. And in fact, since you ask, I'm just going to show you the entire stamp set. I love it because in my home, Christmas is Jesus' birthday. I know it's not Jesus' birthday in everyone's home, but it is in ours. And so this is the stamp set that really reflects the reason for Christmas. So yes, this is the Christmas Blessings stamp set, and has a lot of really great religious, the real meaning of Christmas images. And another fun thing is that the Christ the Savior is born, and the nativity and these smaller icons here fit perfectly inside the shaker windows. So think of how fun you could use, create shaker cards with the sequins and that type of thing with the nativity. That would be really cool. Oh, good. I'm glad it's on your list. Perfect, perfect. Yes. What about the mini inside? This is the Peace, Love, and Joy. That's actually on the very same stamp set. It's the small sentiments down here. And if my phone will autofocus, the Peace, Love, and Joy. And I just put them on the block all at the same time and stamped them on there, and then put some of the glitter stars in the middle. So I think it turned out really cute. We're actually going to completely change it up today. The pattern and the shapes and all of that stuff are going to remain the same, but we are going to change the sentiment. So you guys probably saw on my Facebook page that the Holiday Sparkle Kit, you guys know, the one that we like blew out of the water last month with all of these really fun, bright Christmas cards. Oh my gosh, like that one is still one of my favorites, the little deer there. Really, really fun stuff. I showed you guys so many video tutorials. You were probably ridiculously tired of hearing about Holiday Sparkle, but they had a few kits left over. And so they have added those back to our websites, our shopping websites. So all you have to do is go to the shop link, type in Holiday Sparkle, and all of those kits are going to pop up. And so you guys will be able to grab some of those Holiday Sparkle kits. If you have not, didn't get a hold of them in October, if you missed them, you still can get them this month until they run out, okay? And they did tell us there's only a few left, so you better hurry if you want them. But one of the things that came with the promotion was this really fun stamp set, and they call it Love with all the trimmings, and it had really, really great sentiment. So what we're going to do today, in honor of the Holiday Sparkle kits being added back to our shopping websites, we're going to use a couple of these sentiments, and I love them. So we're going to use today the Tidings of Comfort and Joy and the Sending Warm Wishes Your Way, and we're going to incorporate those into our little gifty here. So what we're going to do is, hang on, let me get this stuff out of the way. If you guys are playing along, the colors we're using today are Pomegranate, New England Ivy, and Archival Black, okay? So we are grabbing, okay, get all of this stuff out of the way. Gotta get all of my ducks in a row, y'all, or my squirrels, or whatever they are. Okay, so what size are we starting with? Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to move this up here so you guys can see it maybe a little bit better in the camera instead of working down below. We're starting with a piece of cardstock that is 4 inches tall, and I believe it is 11, hang on, yes, 11 inches long, and I think that I probably didn't cut it down to size. So, one moment. Now we have 4 by 11. Okay, so pretend like that didn't happen, all right? 4 by 11. Heavens. 4 by 11, and I want to show you guys how we're scoring this to get it to create this really fun little dimensional holder. And I will tell you guys, it's pretty sturdy. This stamp set does have some bulk to it, and it ends up being very, very sturdy because of the score lines. There's very little, like the cardstock is really not bowing much. It just looks very nice and put together. I really, really do enjoy it. So we are going to score at 3.5 inches, and I'm just using my paper trimmer and my bone folder. I know there's a lot of different scoring machines. I don't have any of them. I'm like a simple girl. So, I only have to worry about storing one machine this way, and that's my paper trimmer. So we're going to score at 3.5. We are going to score at 3.75, and I will put these measurements in the video description after it's posted, so you guys can go back and reference that and recreate these yourself. Then we're going to score at 7.25, which is 7 1/4. No, we're not. Hang on. 3.5, 3.75. Oh my gosh. Okay. There is 7 1/4. Heavens, you guys. I've had a lot of caffeine today, and it's not helping. 7 1/4. Then 7 1/2. This is what's giving us these really crisp edges here that are 1/4 inch thick. Okay. All right. So that's all the scoring that we're going to do. Moving this out of the way for a moment, not forever, but for a moment. Then we're going to, using our bone folder. I know I say it in every video, but if y'all don't have a bone folder, it is very important that you grab one. Oh heavens, maybe this didn't score quite as well as it needed to. Hang on just a minute. Oh my gosh. Wow, you guys, talk about train wreck of a video today, right? Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. Get both of these while we're here. Okay, let's see if that one's good too. I always like to be really careful that I don't crack the black cardstock, because you guys know that we have white core, and I don't want that white core to show. I like the black, so I always try to be careful not to crack it, but that was not working in my favor today. Okay, so now we have scored, and we're going to flatten them, give them a really good crease with our bone folder. I'm telling you guys, this thing, this little holder is so easy, it's not even funny. Why did this not score very well? Good heavens. Okay, side number 1 is done. It maybe is a little bit challenging doing this with black cardstock on a black Versamat, so maybe that is a little bit more helpful to you guys, seeing what I am doing. So I'm not sure what else we would put inside this size here, guys. This little bitty stamp sets work perfect, so if there are fellow consultants that are watching this, this would be a really fun way maybe to give the stamp sets at your crops or retreats or whatever events you're working at. That would be kind of fun. But I also think like little chocolate bars and stuff like that. So if you guys have any other suggestions of what would fit in something of this size, then shout them out. Remember, it's 4 inches tall by, it ended up being 3.5 inches wide. Okay, so we're completely scored now, and you guys can see how this is, we're actually building this. Sorry, I'm getting notifications all over the place. How we're actually building this. And so what we're going to do is we need to as you can see here, we are going to just trim this diagonally so it creates a little pocket, okay? So, bring my paper trimmer back over here. I am going to just cut off the very smallest sliver over here so that this is going to tuck nicely inside the fold there. As you guys know, when you fold cardstock, it does get a little bit bulkier, okay? So, okay, yes, so that's going to fit perfectly just like that. And so now we're working on our diagonal fold. And there's no measurements for this, guys. Don't even think twice about it. You just want to nip off the corner here so that your recipient can see what you have placed down inside for them, okay? All right, so that part, hey Alicia, thanks for hopping in, darling. Okay guys, so that part is done. So now we're gonna go to the pretty part, the decorative part. What we're gonna do today, like I said, we're changing up the papers, changing up the stamping, all this good stuff. So we're going to use a little bit of pomegranate cardstock, and this comes from, or pomegranate pattern paper. This actually comes from the Grateful Heart paper collection. It's like the fall, autumn-ish paper collection, and that is, the Grateful Heart is the brand new Iris paper piecing card making workshop that I just released yesterday. You guys can find it over on my blog, the justcrazyblessed.blogspot.com, and you guys will be able to find that over there and figure out all the information on the supply listing and how you can get the cutting guide for free and all of that good stuff. So I think it is, I love it how we're able to incorporate paper collections that are maybe not used for Christmas or not supposed to be for Christmas, but we can make them Christmas if we want to, right? So what we're going to do, I believe, which step are we doing, Suze? Oh my gosh, I'm so, oh, guys, I need even more caffeine apparently because what I have is not helping. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping really quickly, and I'm going to show you guys a technique called paper piecing. And paper piecing, well, I'm going to be able to show you better than I can tell you, so hang just a second. Let's get this over here as well. Okay, Archival Black to the rescue. We are going to, oh my heavens, where are my stamp sets? Oh my gosh, you guys, heaven's sakes. My husband's here. He's eating lunch in the other room, and he's probably rolling his eyes because he can hear me and thinks I'm crazy. Okay, so Tidings of Comfort and Joy. This is our sentiment from the Holiday Sparkle stamp set. And we are going to write onto our white thin cut circle, and I believe this is the largest of the thin cut circles from the basic circle set. Now what we're going to do is we are going to, as I mentioned, this is a technique called paper piecing. And so what we want to do is we want to be able to put the little banner here that says Tidings of. I want that to have the same pattern of paper as the pomegranate print here with these really fun like chevron lines through there. I want that to coordinate. And so yes, you of course could color it in with a marker or something like that, but I want it to be the very same pattern as the paper here. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your very same stamp set. You're going to ink it up just like always. I have a little tiny bitty scrap of the matching paper, and you don't have to have a big enough piece that it's going to, you're going to be able to stamp the entire image on. All we need to do is have a big enough piece that the portion that we're going to trim out will fit on top of it. So we just want the little banner here, Tidings of. We just need a little bitty scrap. So this is a really fun way to use up some of your scrap pieces of paper that you have left in your paper collections. So we are just going to center it, stamp it on top, okay? And so then what we're going to do with this piece here is we're just going to trim it out. And just for time purposes, so you guys don't have to watch me trim, I already trimmed one. And if I can pick the doggone thing up, it's already trimmed out here for you. So you can kind of see already what it's going to look like because it's going to fit perfectly right on top. Now that is super duper cute. Okay, so we're going to lay that one aside for just a second, and we're going to go right ahead and stamp the white portion because remember we have this liner here on the inside. right here. And we're using, again, another one of the sentiments from that same stamp set. And this one says, sending warm wishes your way. And it fits perfectly on this little inside liner here. Fits perfectly. Okay, so there was my black. Now, what I'm going to do is we're also going to add a few more of the little sentiments. These are also images that come from that very same stamp set. We've got the holly berry and the holly leaf, and we are going to use New England Ivy ink and pomegranate ink. And I think we're going to start with the New England Ivy. And we are going to, I think we're going to put just a couple. See if I can get this turned around on my block where it's a little bit easier to work with. We're going to put just a couple holly berries right here on top of our sentiment here. So I think maybe like that. And like that. And then grabbing the pomegranate, which is this beautiful deep red color. Okay, grabbing the pomegranate, and I have my little berries here. And I love how you can see right through our stamps. Oh my gosh. I love, love, love. Okay. There we go. So now we have the holly berries. And of course, the ink colors match the cardstock colors that we were working with, because the outside of the little treat gifty uses the pomegranate cardstock and the New England Ivy scallop circle here. So what we're going to do really quickly, getting my ink pads out of the way, is y'all know that we have to decorate the outside with the journaling pin. Give those little doodles. I can't help it. I tell you, this little treat gifty turned out so cute. And it was very, very quick. So when you guys are creating these yourself, you can maybe choose not to make them as embellished. If time is an issue and you want to make them really quick, you can obviously make them as quick as you would like. So don't feel like you have to sit here and draw all the doodles and all of this craziness. So I like to, my love to do the doodles, you guys, but when I do the doodles around the circle, I cannot make it all the way around without picking up my pen. And so if I'm going to pick up my pen, I want to make it look like I picked it up on purpose. Okay. So what I like to do is I just add a few of these little hash marks here, and that's going to give me a shorter distance that I have to pick up my journaling pen, and that way I'm not going to have a smudge, or my hand's not going to move or anything like that. So moving it around. So there's one. Oh my gosh, I love these nails, guys, but they're not very user-friendly to work with. And you guys always ask me, how do you get such perfect doodles? What is your trick? There is no trick. No trick at all. Just embrace it, guys. If you have a little bit of a smudge or a smear, it's absolutely okay. Don't even worry about it. Occasionally my hand trimmers will kind of come out to play when I'm doing this, and it's very frustrating to me. But I have just learned to embrace it. If there's a little bit of a goof or anything like that, then we're just usually going to have to be okay with it. So now we're going to add our Tidings of banner on top of here, and just a little teeny tiny bit of adhesive. It doesn't take much, little teeny tiny bit. Probably going to call in our tweezers for this job so we can get it lined up exactly. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love it. I love it. It really does not take much to make me excited, y'all. But I think you probably know this by now. Okay, so now we are going to add our, actually we may go ahead and put the inside liner in first. Okay, and so you guys noticed on the original that we had here, there are these cool little glitter stars. Now, I want to tell you where I got them at, because you're not going to find them in the idea book anywhere. y'all know, frugal girl, frugal girl. Would love to get you guys trained, ha ha ha, that when you go to place your orders, whether you guys are grabbing like the free stamp, the stamp of the month, or, shopping for a workshop or whatever, I would love for you guys to train yourself that when you hop over to the website and you click that shop icon, to look at the clearance section. Look at the clearance section, look at the going soon section. Those are products that that are technically retired, and you're not going to find it in an idea book, but many times they even discount them discount them heavily. So one of the things that they added onto the clearance section a while back, and I love them whenever they were a portion of our product line, but I love them even now because they're way reduced in price. So these were the old fundamental assortment packages. And I believe there are 9 colors, if I remember correctly, that are on the website right now. They were just about $10, but original price. They were $9.95. So now you can get these on the clearance section for only $3.25. Like $3.25. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that makes me a little giddy all in itself, but let me give you like a walkthrough of the packs. Now, all the packs are basically the same. They all have the same words, the same type of patterns, the same type of stickers, and all of that stuff, but they're in all different colors. So, and there, of course, is the black. Love, love, love. So this one that I've been playing with already is the gold assortment. So it has gold and white things on here. So this is a 6x6 sheet of glitter stickers that are in multiple sizes and multiple shapes, but they already have adhesive on the back of them. And they're flat, like completely flat, like a piece of glitter. So that is why I specifically grabbed these to work with on the inside of this particular treat holder, because I did not want it to be super bulky. I didn't want that cardstock to bow. I wanted the embellishments. You have to add a little bit of bling bling on the inside, of course, like always. But I wanted them to be flat. I didn't want this cardstock to bow because I think that it starts to look a little unkept and that type of thing. So I grabbed these because they were completely flat. They already had adhesive on the back of them, so you don't have to worry about finding a glue dot or liquid adhesive or anything like that. But these are so fun because you get a ton of them in different shapes and sizes. So you might be able to see a little better on the back side. So we have some multi-sized circles here, some multi-sized triangles here, some multi-sized stars, and some multi-sized hearts, all on this sheet of paper. There's a ton of them on here. And so you guys can see I've already used several of them, of course, but this entire piece of glitter is all filled with adhesive back stickers, and you're going to have a sheet like this in all of the assortment packages. And then you're going to have these wooden, and they're actually wood, you guys, these wooden adhesive backed little embellishments that you can add. This is gold foil printing as well. It's very, very, just exquisite is the right word for it, I believe. But these will be great on scrapbook pages or 3D projects or even cards as well. So you have some wooden embellishments. Then you have these really cool clips here, and these are the white clips with the gold foil printing with the different designs on there. So those are super fun as well. I'm excited to incorporate those into a project. And then I, of course, have used all but one of my bows, but I'll just grab one out of here to show you what they look like. But then you get 6 of these dimensional bows. You get 3 that have gold foil and 3 that have silver foil. So you could very easily incorporate them into the different metal shades that you're working with, whether it be gold or silver. I don't usually mix mine, but I know that some people do, and that's okay. But 3 that are gold and 3 that are silver, but they are dimensional bows. There are 3 dimensional, and they already have adhesive on the back. So you don't have to worry about putting a glue dot or anything like that on the back. But you guys get the entire set for $3.25. And like I said, there's a lot of different colors available. So you guys can just get on there and grab some colors that match the paper collections that you're currently working with. Like they have red and green. Hello, Christmas time. Red and green on there, and all different colors that you guys can grab for hardly any money, like literally $3.25. But they were going to stretch forever. You're going to really enjoy creating with them. So always, when you guys are placing your orders, hop over to the clearance section. You are going to find crazy bargains there. So moving back along, this is my one and only last little bow. Oh my gosh, my very last one. You guys want to see what I used all the others on? Hang on, I have to show you. I'm so proud of this project. I know, like, I'm so scatterbrained today, right? This was going to be a really short video, and I guess it's probably not going to be. This is a gift for Cody's parrot at school. This is her daughter, and I created Christmas ornaments using our shaker windows. And look at that, some gold glitter, some of the golden white skinny ribbon. We use the shaker elements. Look at them, the little glitter flying around in there. And I used some of the little bows there. Oh my gosh, aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh, like she's not even my daughter and I would love to put her on my Christmas tree. But that's where the most of my white and gold bows went. We're making these Christmas ornaments for a gift here. But I love that they already have that really sturdy foam adhesive on the back there so that it pops right on top of a project there. So that's where most of my bows have gone, you guys. Okay, so probably, I guess, before we're going to go any further on the outside of the package, no, we're not. We are going to finish the outside first before we go to the inside. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, so we're going to grab the New England Ivy Circle. This is one of the thin cuts from the Fancy Tags thin cut. If you guys have looked at the November Stamp of the Month blog post, you're going to see that this is one of the tags, the thin cut sets that we used for that that kit. And so if you guys qualify for that Stamp of the Month kit for free, which you get the kit for free when you order the Stamp of the Month for only $5. You get the kit from me for free. And you guys are also going to get a cutting guide emailed to you. So if you want to create even more card kits, you know, in addition to the one that you receive from me that's already pre-cut, then you guys have a cutting guide there to do so. And so you're going to need the Fancy Tag thin cut set in order to create those cards. So if you plan on creating more of the November Stamp of the Month cards, you're really going to want to grab, thanks Tammy, and hello Fran from Florida. I bet y'all don't have snow like us up here in Missouri. But if you guys are wanting to create more of those cards, you're definitely going to want the Fancy Tag thin cuts. So this is one of the larger images from that thin cut set, the big scalloped circle, and I love it. I love it because it nests really well with those, with the basic circles and the stitched circles as well. So we've added a little bit of foam tape. We're just going to place him down here right on top, attempting to get him centered. It's okay if he's not all the way centered because we're human, right? So 90 there. Oh my word, Fran, 90. You know, I love living here because my loved ones are here, but you live in my favorite climate ever. 90 degrees and close to the beach. I love it. Okay, so adding just a little bit more foam tape. Of course, these are the inside leftovers of our shaker windows that we have been recreating. A lot of these are from those Christmas ornaments that I made. I love this because I don't ever have to buy foam tape ever again. That makes me very happy. So we're just peeling off these little pieces. It just takes a quick second. But if you need to grab a cup of coffee instead of watching, you're welcome to do that. Ha ha ha. Okay. And no worries because it is close, but this white circle actually covers up the hole there in the tag. So don't worry about that. We're just going to cover it right up and it fits perfectly. See, look how nice that little banner coordinates with this background pomegranate paper. Isn't that adorable? Well, I might not think it's adorable. I think it's adorable. So then I think we're going to add this cute little... Actually, we may wait until the very end so we don't crush him, okay? We're going to go back to this portion. Now, you guys, this part might seem a little bit... thank you for sharing, Fran. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for sharing. That blesses my heart. That absolutely blesses my heart. So this is the portion that might be a little bit challenging to you guys, but literally it's a single glue dot. That's all it is a single glue dot. Believe it or not, the glue dot is sturdy enough that it's going to hold this flap snug enough that whenever you stick it in here, look, it's not even falling down. And there's nothing at the bottom. There's no closure. So it saves you from having to measure out a bottom flap and then score another piece and then adhere it up here to keep things from falling out. If you just secure it with really good adhesive, like that little glue dot, it's going to hold it, okay? See? So if it's going to hold this stamp set, which has some significant weight to it, it's going to hold your Ghirardelli chocolate or whatever you decide to stick down in this pocket, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just putting a single glue dot, if I can grab my glue dots, here we go, a single glue dot on this little end of the flap right here, okay? So just grabbing one little glue dot. I've got it right here on my, can you see it right there on the end, guys? I know it's a little difficult with the black, I'm sorry. Then you're going to bring the corner all the way up to where that score mark is. Okay, can you see that? See where the edge of that cardstock, you can see the white showing, how it's right on that score mark. And push it down. And look there. Now you have that cool little pocket. And see, it's just staying by itself, and there's nothing holding it in there on the bottom, but the pressure of that glue dot is keeping it secure in there. So what we're going to do is we're also going to add one of the little hook and loop dots. Where I come from, we call these Velcro, but in Close to My Heart world, they're called hook and loop dots. So I'm just going to snip off a top dot and a bottom dot, or a negative dot and a positive dot. I don't know what the heck we're calling them, but we are stamping, or we're cutting off one and then we're cutting off their mate. So then I like to just go ahead and stick them together, because I want to get them lined up really well in my project, okay? So I'm going to take them and stick them together. I'm peeling off one, okay? So this is sticky on the bottom. I'm going to put him right here, pretty much in the middle, or as, you know, close to the middle as you can. So we're pulling him on there, putting him on there, and then I'm going to peel off the other half. Okay. And since he's stuck there, then we're going to know that it's lined up correctly and that they're going to match up and not have to reposition anything, okay? So, there we go. Look at that! Oh my gosh. How cute is that? Okay, so now we're just ready for our bow and we're done. Yay! And again, I said these already have the foam adhesive on here. It's a really good sturdy adhesive, you guys, so it's going to fit perfectly, or attach perfectly. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at these. Like, ridiculously cute, you guys. Not even kidding. Ridiculously cute. Oh my gosh. So, I would love to hear what you guys might want to put in this little pocket. Like I said, little bitty small stamp set. You could put like a Ghirardelli chocolate in it, or maybe like a Reese's peanut butter cup might fit. It might be a little wide, I'm not exactly sure. But if you guys have any other ideas of what we could stick down in this little 1/4 of an inch thick little pocket there, I would love to hear your suggestions, because these I think are what I'm going to make a lot of these for Sunday school and that type of thing. And I would love to hear some ideas about what we could actually put in there. So, remember, you guys, Christmas Blessing stamp set is on a promotion underneath the promotions tab, and the Holiday Sparkle stamp set and card kit have made their way back to the websites. So if you guys missed them last month, you can get them right away now. So if you have questions, leave them underneath the video. Always happy to answer them for you. If you guys need to message me about anything, I'm glad to help. But thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so grateful, and I hope you guys have a good Friday. I'll see you soon.